Sigh, my people. Sigh, my people. That's a form of special greeting for people that you love. So right now, I'm loving on you like seriously. It's like seriously, I'm saying hello. I'm giving you greetings that I would give my mother, my brother, people that are close to me. So aside to all of you, my people, how are you? So a promise is a debt, a hardy ideni. So guys, I promised to walk you through an application for DV 2023. I'm so sorry I haven't done this faster. We have about 2.5 weeks before it's the deadline. So I hope you have not, if you have not applied, that you're preparing yourself to apply. The reason I haven't done this video is because I don't want to throw content just like sporadically to my channel. So I've been going through like a series of scholarships information. Like we just finished a process where Abel was giving us information on how to come here from day one of coming to America, how the food is, how American dorms are, you know, kind of like a sequence of things so that you can see and learn. So I just didn't want to throw things in the middle of some other things. So sorry for the delay. And then just let you know, guys, it has nothing to do with you. This is like my third recording of this. So I recorded the first time, the screen did not capture. So I've been doing a lot of kind of troubleshooting. I guess I needed, if you have a MacBook, you need to like, restart it once in a while. I haven't restarted it for maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So it wasn't recording and I was like frantic. I have done like work and I was just getting voice instead of video and screen. So now I just figured out. So you guys must be special. So I needed to record this. Welcome to my channel. For those who are tuning in for the first time, sorry, I am complaining. My name is Tuya. Welcome. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the application process, the form for DV lottery. So DV lottery is green card, is you taking a shot at having a green card or coming to America through permanent residency called a green card. So it is Bahati, it is lottery. Every year, they do this and 50 people are randomly, 50,000, sorry, not 50 people, 50,000 people are randomly selected to come and live and work in America permanently as long as they want to. So I want you to try. You're here because you want to try. So I'm going to take you in. I'm going to take you to the form. Okay. I'm going to try and make this short, guys. I'm going to try and make this short. Okay. So as usual, we want to go to the official website, which is dvprogram.state.gov. And program is spelled the American way. It is P-R-O-G-R-A-M, program. So it's dvprogram.state.gov, okay? So right here, when you go there, you're gonna see, it's gonna tell you enter instructions. So we're not gonna go through the instructions. I took you through the photo instructions, guys. I've made a video of a photo tool. So you can look it up on the specification and software you can use to crop your photo. So right now we're just gonna go to the form. So this is where you're gonna go. Alrighty. And the first thing is, it just wants to make sure that you're a person. So it's gonna ask you to enter the letters that you're seeing there. So if it's a capital, you wanna make it capital. So E, 4, X, X, V, 5. And sometimes, guys, it's not very clear. So if you submit and you submit the wrong one, it's gonna give you another chance. So let's see. Voila, there it is. So we're just gonna go through this real quick. So part 1, you are the primary, you're the primary person right now. If you're feeling this, you're the primary person, and other people are your dependents, your children and your spouse, okay, who are under 21. So the name, what you're gonna do, guys, is enter the names that are in your passport, not the ones on your ID. Enter the names as they appear on your passport. So you start with the last name. Make sure you double check the spelling, guys. Double check the spelling. Do not be disqualified because of very little mistakes. Remember, there is millions of people applying for this thing. So they're gonna just throw you off, throw you out, because there are people waiting. So if you make a mistake, they're not gonna like give you a benefit of doubt. So check the spelling. So if the names of your passport are misspelled, enter the misspelled one. If it's wrong, if the passport control in your country made a mistake and misspelled your name, they put a T instead of a D. They put a double T instead of a single D. Put the names as they appear on the passport. You're gonna fix that later. When you win, you can take an affidavit showing that they made a mistake, okay? So enter the information as shown on the passport, okay? So that's the part that I wanted to say, okay? The next is, that's self-explanatory there. Here, the date of birth. In America, the month comes first, the day comes second, and the year. I know in Kenya, in my country of birth, it is the day, and then the month, and then the year. So just make sure you check this. Make sure you check this. Don't make a mistake. Month, day, and the year. The year is the four numbers, okay? And then city where you're born, you know where. If you don't know, if you're born like in some village somewhere and it's not near any city and you're not even sure, or you're born at home and you're not sure, there is that birth city unknown. You can put that, okay? Otherwise, just put the nearest city. If it's Nairobi, Nairobi is the nearest city, put Nairobi, okay? If it is Dar es Salaam is the nearest city, put Dar es Salaam. Self-explanatory there. Country where you're born, not where you live, is the next one. Okay, so put that. And then country of eligibility. Remember in my previous video, guys, we've gone through, or maybe I haven't posted, I've made a video of does your country qualify? So there are countries that don't qualify, like Nigeria doesn't qualify, the Philippines, Canada. There's a video I've made, I think it's 4 minutes. I'm not sure if I posted it or not. But if you're watching this and you're Kenyan, you're Tanzanian, I think the only country in Africa that doesn't qualify is Nigeria. The reason they don't qualify is they have more people who've immigrated here in the past 5 years. They have more than 50,000 people. They have more than 50,000 Nigerians who've come to America in the past, who have immigrated permanently in the past 5 years. So that's what happens. That's how they disqualify. The purpose of DV lottery is to bring diversity. So they don't want people from one country just feeling this country. They want to diversify, diversity. So that's why they disqualify countries that have people who have immigrated here more than 50, who have more than 50,000 people who immigrated in the past 5 years, okay? So you qualify if you're not a Nigerian, if you're not a Filipino. So this is it. Are you claiming eligibility based on the country where you're born? Yes. And then passport information, guys. The Kenyan passport starts with an A. You want to enter that letter A, okay? You enter the names. Again, guys, this is important. Enter the names as they appear on the passports, even if they are misspelled and all that. Put the expiration date. The question that people ask is, my passport is gonna expire. We've done that. I've done a video, so I shouldn't even repeat myself. People say, my passport is going to expire in the next 2 weeks. Is that still valid? Yes, it is. As long as your passport is valid the day that you're applying, even if it expires tomorrow and you're filling out the DV lottery form today, that passport is valid. So that answers that, I hope. Okay. Ooh, I should have brought some water. I'm beginning to feel thirsty. Okay, so the next thing, guys, is we already did this passport exemptions. So I'm not going to repeat myself. I've done a video about passport qualifications. You can go to my YouTube channel and look that up. I have also done a video about the photo tool. I've done 2 videos giving you a photo tool on what you can use. If you have a background like mine, you can go and change that background to white. The qualification for a photo that qualifies is it has to be white or off-white. So I've given you a tool to crop it. And then the measurements too, there's a tool that I've used to show you guys how to crop it to fit the qualifications. Oh my God, you guys are so spoiled. Okay, the next thing is, so you want to upload your photo there. The mailing address, this is big for people. So in care of means you don't have your own address, right? If you don't have your own address, like your own mailbox, and you're using someone that you trust, like your uncle, your aunt, your brother, or even if you don't have your brother, uncle who has a PO box, you have a school near you, right? You have a primary school near you in the village, right? Or I'm talking about even people in the city. So if you have a primary school in your city, in your village, you can use their address. Just go talk to the headmaster or headmistress and tell them, hey, you know what? I've used the address and I'm putting care of. So this is where you put care of. If you don't have your own PO box, you're gonna put in care of the headmaster, Mr. Samson, Keses Primary School, PO Box 20, Keses, Eldoret, Nairobi, whatever. So this is what that means if you don't have an address you use in care of, because you don't have your own. But if you have your own, you just enter this, forget about this in care of. It says optional because some people don't have addresses, okay? So that is that. And then select the country where you live today, your phone number, put the right phone number and put the right email address. The reason you want the right email address, guys, is after you win the lottery, you come to the website and see, oh my God, I've been selected, then they're gonna email you. They will never email you before you check your status. Again, I repeat, they are never. So this is a lot of scam that happens. People will receive emails saying, hey, you've won and we need this money. No, they will never email you when you win. When you win, I'll show you where to come. When after all this is over and they announce that the results are out, then you're gonna come back to this website and check whether you won. And then after they see that you've checked using the confirmation number that you're gonna get today or the day that you're feeling, you're gonna use that confirmation number to enter your information. After you enter your information, that's when they will initiate conversation with you. If you never check whether you won or whether you didn't win, they will never, the government, the State Department will not contact you before you check. So I'm just warning you guys because there is so much going on with scam artists, okay? So make sure you put the right email. Okay, so this is where I see people asking a lot of questions. What is the highest level of education that you've achieved? Primary school only. So if you've never gone beyond primary school, you're gonna mark that. High school with no degree, meaning you completed primary school, but you did not graduate, and you went to high school, but you did not get that certificate. They call it degree here. So you went to high school, you went to Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and you didn't sit for the exam, or you even went to Form 4, and you did not sit for the exam to get the certificate. That is what that means. High school, no degree, okay? So if you just went to primary school, you never stepped Form 1, that is what this is for. You went to high school, but you never did an examination. You finished your primary school, you went to high school, you didn't do an examination, that's what you put. High school degree, meaning you sat for your Form 4. That's your highest, and you never went to college or something like that. Vocation school, that's like polytechnics and stuff like that. Welding school, carpentry school, things like that. If you went to those kind of schools and you have a certificate, that's what you put. Meaning some people go from primary school to vocation school, they skip this. So this is for you, vocation school, vocation school. Anything that you mark that you did, that's like this, vocation school, primary school, make sure you have the certificate for it. Okay, how about some university courses? Some university courses means you went to high school. You went to high school, guys. You went to high school. Yay! You went to high school, and then you went to university, but you don't have your degree yet. So that's what you mark, okay? I just wanted to see you guys. Okay, so some university courses, meaning you're probably third year, second year, first year, but you went to high school. So you have some university courses. You haven't graduated yet. So this is what that means. This is when you've graduated and you have that degree with you. This is when you've gone, you have your bachelor's, you have the powers within you that have been bestowed upon you. You have your bachelor's degree and you're currently doing your master's. Maybe you are like in your first year. So that's what you put. Some classes, you've taken some classes. So some people ask, what if by next year, or maybe I'm graduating next year, what if that, should I put graduate school? No, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. So just put what you have today, not tomorrow. And anyway, this is not to say whatever you feel is not going to disqualify you, except if you don't have a high school degree, and if you don't have a high school degree and you don't have 2 years of experience, okay? Alrighty, so some graduate level courses is someone who hasn't graduated yet, master's. This is if you have graduated, master's degree, you got it. You got your master's and you're proud of it. Put that in here, mark that in here like that. Some doctorate level courses, meaning you're doing your PhD, congratulations, but you're not done yet, okay? You're doing some doctoral program, but you're not done yet. So that's what that means, okay? And this is when you have your doctorates. So I see guys ask a lot of questions. Oh, what about this? What about this? When it says some, it means you have not graduated, you're in the middle of it, or maybe you took 1 or 2 classes. So you put that, okay, guys? I hope that's clear. Alrighty, so the next thing is current marital status. Oh my God, this is important. So guys, you're single if you're not married, right? You're single if you're not married. You're living together and it's not, I almost said consummated. That's not the word. Oh my God. Because a lot of people are consummating, right? Anyways, you're single, you're living with your partner and you don't have the papers. Even if you have like 10 children and you don't have the papers, you're still single, okay? If you have done it traditionally, in my country, in Kenya, they recognize traditional marriages. So if you have done it traditionally, then put married. However, if you win this thing, make sure you go get the papers, the formal papers. So if you've done it traditionally, like again, that means you're married. So you want to mark this. So if you're living with your partner, you've lived with them for whatever years, and you've not done any wedding traditionally, or you've not gone to the court system to go officialize your marriage, then you're still single, okay? So single, 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 single. I hope that's clear. And then this one, if you're married to a US citizen or a permanent resident. If you're divorced, meaning you have the official papers showing divorce, Make sure not separated, divorce, 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 divorce. Like if you've really actually gone to court and the judge has said, part your ways, you have the paperwork, that's what that is for. Legally separate. Divorce, let me give you an example, is like, gosh, this is so close to home. It's like, I'm just gonna use a popular person because divorce is not very common. It's getting to become a little common in Kenya. I don't know about your country, guys, but if you're like Mzee Kibor, you went to court and said, I want to divorce that man, I want to divorce that woman, and the judge granted you the divorce papers, that's what divorce is. However, if you just like got fed up, fed up with your spouse, and you got out of the house and you've never signed the papers legally, you're still married, okay? Even if you haven't seen your spouse for like 10 years and you went to church, or you went to the court system and the court system like officialized your union, and right now you don't even know where your wife is, you're still married, even if you haven't lived together, okay? I just wanted that to make that clear. Okay, legal separation is also in this country, it means you've gone in front of a judge and you have paperwork showing that you're legally separated. So this one too, you have to have the court papers. It's not that it's not like the one that I just explained, like going away, getting fed up with someone, you're separated informally, that is informally. So even if you're separated informally. Legally separated means you have to have court papers showing that you went before a judge and judge said, okay, guys, okay, kids, I'm gonna say, okay, kids, you can't live together, you can't get along, don't kill each other, you may separate as you try to probably reconcile, or as you try to consolidate whatever that you need to consolidate, okay? Alrighty, so if you said you're married, you're gonna enter the spouse information. Guys, if your spouse does not have a passport and you have a passport and you are the main applicant, you may apply. Your dependents, your children and your spouse do not have to have passport if you're the main applicant. I just wanted to make that clear. So put your spouse name, even if they don't have a passport, they just need their pictures, okay? That they're explaining what I just said. Number of children, guys, let me explain this. So your stepchildren, in America, stepchildren means if I, Tuya, was with a man, maybe for 5 years, and I had like 3 kids with that man, and then we separated, we divorced, or we did whatever, we are not getting along anymore. And then I went out there, I met Mr. Wonderful, I fell in love, and I got married to my Mr. Wonderful. I take my children with me to Mr. Wonderful. Those children are the stepchildren of Mr. Wonderful. So in America, the children that don't belong to you, that belongs biologically, that belong to your partner, are called stepchildren. I think in Kenya, stepchildren means we share one parent. So I just wanted to explain that. So in America, when you share one parent, it's called half a brother, half a sister. But stepchildren are not biologically related to you, okay? But when you're filling this out and you have a spouse who had children with another person, they qualify. So put them here, put them here. Isn't that wonderful? Put them there, okay. And then it's gonna ask you to continue. I'm not gonna be able to continue because it's not gonna let me because I didn't feel anything, but I do have another form here that is from the United States Department of State. We can continue with that one. I'm almost done, guys. So this is where we are on this form. We've done that already, number of children. Okay, so the next one is, if you said you have a spouse, then you're gonna enter their information, their first name, last name, and all that, when they are born. Make sure you are confirming their date of birth and their legal names as they appear on their ID. Okay, and then you upload their photographs, all of them. Child number 1, I hope you have 20 kids, man. We need some of you to come to America. We have a lot of room for immigrants. I hope you have 20 kids. I hope you have 30 kids. Come one, come all, okay? Put all the photographs there, and then you're gonna submit. After you submit, it's gonna give you a confirmation number, and that confirmation number will be used next year when they announce that they have selected people. Once they have selected you, or they have announced that they have selected people, this is where you're gonna go, guys, and use that confirmation number. You wanna guard it like it's your passport, like it's your ID, like it's your bank account, because you will need it. Don't give it to somebody, don't throw it away. It's kind of like winning the lottery, winning like sports pesa or whatever. I don't know what your lottery is in your country. And then throwing that number in the trash and you won. You're not gonna win if you don't have that number. Okay, so this is where you're gonna come, and it's gonna ask you to check your status. You see, this is where people who entered DV lottery last year, they are checking their status here. You're gonna click on that on the same webpage, dvprogram.state.gov. And then it's gonna ask you to enter your confirmation number. This is next year, guys, next year. Enter the confirmation number, the date of birth, the year of birth, and the last name. And boom, it's gonna tell you whether you won or you did not. I think it comes out from May or something like that. You double check, don't take my word for it. Always verify what I say. Don't trust me, always. Trust me, but don't trust me, okay? Always verify, trust me, but verify. But I can promise you this, guys, I will never mislead you on purpose, okay? So I hope that was useful. I just wanted to do this video kwa sababu hahadi ni deni. So kwaherini, I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck to you. I hope you come to America. It will be so awesome to know someone who used to watch my videos finally came here. I'll be so happy for you. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in.